two in English, two in Spanish, and they'll give you a pretty good idea of who I am. Let's see. There are moments in your life that you remember with painful precision, moments that define you. My parents' life is full of images and sounds, memories seeped into my skin, engraved in my heart, and if you look closely, you can see them in my eyes and hear them in my voice. For on my skin are the bruises of violence, the uninvited hands that forced her to flee. Inside me is the pang of hunger, 13 brothers and sisters, dry land that drove him across in search of something better. On my skin is 20 years of labor, stretched skin, the birth of 2 daughters, and the burn of cleaning products used to scrub foreign floors. On my brow is the shock of betrayal, hundreds of dollars pocketed by the hands of a corrupt lawyer. On me lands the accusatory finger, pointed at them like a gun. On my wrists are the imprints of handcuffs clutched around him, labeled a criminal. In my voice is the sound of panic, in my sister's screams that pierce the sterile air, the sound of forced composure in his voice breaking through her sobs, the sound of an unsympathizing America that told us to calm down and please don't block the hallway. In my eyes is the disorientation of an 18-year-old whose age declared her as my new mother and my new father. In my eyes is the wariness of those eyes that fell asleep at the wheel coming home from a 3rd job. In my eyes is the disillusionment of an American dream deferred. In my empty hands are the frustration of unpaid bills. On my neck is the shadow of his wedding band that I kept safe, fearful it may never be worn around his finger again. In my chest, the agony of nightmares of his dead body lying limp in a ditch, somewhere in the vastness between Mexico and the U.S., robbed of everything, including his breath. In my legs, the feel of lead, of worn knees that couldn't possibly walk for so many miles. In my limbs, the crampness of being smuggled in a stereo box, in the trunk of a car, every part of her bent but her spirit. But after 4 months of their absence, in my hands are the presence of hers, squeezing mine, telling me things were getting better. In my arms, the comfort and love of friends. In my chest, the rising hope of possibility. In my voice, the sound of his unwavering strength. In my brow, the determination of one who has been beaten to the ground and stood back up. In my eyes, the knowledge that apathy is not the answer, and the power of living the answer. On my brown skin is engraved the story of 2 undocumented parents, and the answer to our struggle. And it is change that begins with me. These last 3 are a little shorter. For a while, I was intoxicated with my own pain. A void, because I had used up all the words I could possibly use, romanticized them until they were all dried up. But now, I'm done dressing up my cuts. They heal best in the open. So now, I wear my scars out. My festering wounds oozing, skin stained in scarlet. Does it cause you discomfort? Well, I refuse to hide them, for the sake of your stomach. I need the face more than you do. I've been drowning for a while, but pretend doesn't live here anymore. She left, and took all her costumes with her. The ball gown with the smudge on the back, the pretty silk scarves that covered the self-inflicted bruises. No, now it's just me and my hurt, me in my washed-out jeans, me in my t-shirts I tore myself, me with no cover-up on, me and my raw flesh, me and all my humanness. And these are in Spanish. Que no me das presencia, hombre que me derrumba de mi altar para abajo, presión que me jala, tornillo que se mete más y más para dentro, sin pedir permiso, Ruptura que me deja fría, estoy helada y no te importa que yo esté tirada, pero mi ser no es de alfombra. Yo soy hija de Ichel, yo conozco la luna, luz que a mi alma llama, me llama. No más, basta ya. Este cuerpo es mío, solo mío. Manos sobre mi piel que sanan, me sanan. Adiós a los de pie. Yo tengo un conocimiento y me voy, ya me voy, para reunirme con mi amor, luna que me completa. One last one. This one I actually wrote pretty recently. I have this tendency of walking. I walk with my hands crossed in front of me and kind of like looking down. And I'm sure there's a lot of reasons why, but I was walking down the hall and I saw another young Chicana walking the same way, and I just thought to myself, I know that walk. So out of that came this. Yo conozco esa caminada, brazos cruzados, cargando esos pechos maternos que en tu boca puedo ver, el temblor de sus gritos callados. Sorry, I need to reread that one. Yo conozco esa caminada, brazos cruzados, cargando los pechos de tu madre, que en tus ojos veo reflejados los morados, verdes azules estrellados contra su piel morena, que en tu boca puedo ver el temblor de sus gritos callados. Ven hacia mí, niña, que yo conozco esa caminada. Ven, estira tus brazos. Deja el volcán que en tu pecho estalle. Dime a mí lo que mueres por reclamar. Dame a mí tus lágrimas cristalinas, y en mí caderas desahógate. Ven hacia mí y ya verás que juntas nos libramos, mujer entre mujer. Thank you.